Good morning. It's Monday, October the 21st, before school. And I would really love, there was one positive thing that came out of teaching online. There was a couple. One was I just had more schedule flexibility. So one of them, which wasn't what I was initially going to say, was, you know, working from home had its perks, meaning like I could be teaching and doing laundry at the same time, which was great. Or I could be teaching wearing house shoes all day, which was great. But the other thing that I did when I taught from home during that very trying time is I was able to vlog and upload daily. And I think because there was so many like flexible spots in my schedule, like there were these weird gaps of time, I was able to like vlog, edit, which allowed me to upload daily at that point, if I remember correctly. And I really enjoyed the daily interaction. And as I've mentioned to some people who've asked why I don't do as many weekly vlogs before, uploading on a daily basis is actually easier when it comes to editing, because there's just less to edit. And so I've been thinking for a long time, like, man, I really wish I could get back to, where am I on? Uploading on a daily basis. So this morning I thought maybe there's just nothing to it but to do it. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and see what happens this week. Don't hold me to it, because I have the best of intentions, but you know, things get busy, and I am in a mental space where even if it's something I really want to be able to do, I have to recognize whether or not it's feasible and if I can and cannot do it. So if it gets to a point where I'm like, those days are gone, like you're not going to be able to do that consistently, then you know, you won't see me from day to day. You'll still see me from time to time. I just never really know like how consistently. So we're gonna try. This is definitely just gonna be a day, and we're gonna go from there. So it is Monday. It is the last week of the first trimester, and here's my takeaways from this trimester so far. Number one, there's a lot of audacity this year. There's just a lot of audacity. I think mostly from like a little handful of parents. And I think what frustrates me is I think there are really some parents in the country, in the world, that truly think that I am their employee. Like, and that really just annoys me, because interesting. That really annoys me, because when you have some parents that think that, they don't necessarily know their boundaries, like the proper boundaries they need to be living in. And so I feel like I've been dealing with that to some degree this year, where there's a couple of parents that don't understand like their place in the universe of me being their child's teacher and them being their child's parent. And it's frustrating. Like it's like, I am an adult, I am a professional, I do have a degree, I have been doing this for a very long time. You are an expert on your child, but I am an expert on my classroom and my teaching and my practices and my pedagogy and all of that. And I don't appreciate feeling like anybody that isn't my boss thinks that they're my boss. So we've been dealing with that, and I'm really learning how to just be like, that's a them problem. I'm gonna let that go and really just continue to maintain boundaries for myself and my mental peace, and what I'm willing to tolerate and what I'm not willing to tolerate. So I've had that. I'm still also in a place of trying to find the right balance for myself in terms of managing my work and my life. Still haven't mastered that yet, but I'm working on it. I'm really learning that I have to just get to a place where I have to there comes a point where I have to let things go. There comes a point where I have to realize, like, there's only so much I can accomplish, and this is what I need to accomplish right now in this moment on this day. And once that's accomplished, I have to just be okay with that, and tomorrow's a new day. And to some degree that I choose how I feel. I'm in control of how I feel. So that's how I'm starting the morning this Monday. Today on the agenda, this needs to be bigger. In language arts, we're going to start the Telltale Heart, which is from Study Sync. And what is, hold on. Also in social studies, also in history, we are in chapter 5 of TCI, which is where we start talking about the causes that led to the Revolutionary War. This is the chapter where we have town hall meetings every couple of sections in that chapter. One of the things that has been surprising on the flip side of having parents that seem to think that they are my direct boss, I do have a few parents this year, which has been a pleasant surprise, that are very supportive when it comes to donating their time or resources, which I've never really had too much of in the past. I've had like a parent or two that's been very supportive of me in the past few years that I've been teaching middle school. But yesterday I sent out a message letting parents know that we're starting the Colonial Fair. Not the Colonial Fair, that was the last chapter. Town hall meetings in this chapter, and that I'm trying to build this costume closet for these types of activities. So I sent out 2 links to 2 different hoodies that I wanted to add to what I have, and basically said, like, if you're willing to donate, thank you for considering it. And I would say within 30 minutes, one parent who also donated their time for the Colonial Fair donated or sent me a $50 Amazon gift card, which allowed me to get 2 hoodies. So that has been a pleasant surprise. So it's Monday. I have some things I need to handle, but we're in chapter 5 of history. We're talking about the things leading up to the Revolutionary War. We're going to be reading the Telltale Heart. And student elections and leadership just ended, so I'm going to be announcing to students who won the different positions. We had a president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and historian. Historian was the only one that only one student ran, so they'll get to find out who got the other positions today. And I think that the way I did elections this year worked really well, where they campaigned. Like, they had materials, they made buttons, they did all of that. They gave live speeches, but they gave those speeches in the 6th and 7th grade leadership classes. I videotaped the speeches when they gave them to their 8th grade counterparts, made a ballot and sent that ballot out to the teaching staff, teaching and office staff, with the video versions of the speeches so that they could watch it if they wanted to before they voted. And then the leadership kids visited the 6th and 7th grade leadership classes and gave those speeches in person and gave out their little campaign paraphernalia. And we restricted the voting to those leadership classes as well as teachers and staff, really because I didn't want it to be like a popularity contest. And my theory is, if I only open it up to 8th grade leadership, 7th grade leadership, 6th grade leadership, and teaching staff, that should minimize that. So I feel like the results fall in line with me trying to prevent it from being a popularity contest. So I feel good about it. But the bell's gonna ring in 1 minute. I need to kind of make sure I have my thoughts together. But I will talk to you later. I just realized I've been neglecting you guys. It's 5:18. A whole day has come and it has gone. I am entering grades, and I'm probably gonna try and talk as I enter grades because I wanna go home soon, and it's getting dark earlier, and I don't want to be walking the dogs in the dark. But overall, the day went well. What I needed to get done in class, I did. We just read a section in history to get us ready for tomorrow, where they spend time prepping for their first town hall meeting. I think I mentioned this morning I had a parent that donated some hoodies. And I'm very thankful for parents like that this year to offset the parents that have not been the easiest to work with. Why is this? Hold on. Well, now I'm confused. Hold on a second. I have like a duplicate assignment in here. Greek and Latin root packet, 91. Did I'm so confused. Are these graded? Okay. Oh, okay. Wait. I think these are just mixed in. Okay, this one's not graded. So yeah, that went well. They're gonna have their first town hall meeting on Wednesday, and then in language arts today, they just did the first read of the Telltale Heart. And they're taking a longer test on this that is not, oh, I'm wearing my vest still. That is not based on, I don't really know if these common formative assessments, we're calling them, are questions from StudySync or they're like pieces of tests from different places. I don't know. But one of the things I'm going to try and do is just be more explicit about explaining to kids why we're doing what we're doing in class. I think sometimes kids just think teachers are up there rambling on about things for no real reason, and they're not connecting. We're having these conversations and we're practicing this particular skill because you're going to be assessed on this in the coming days, or this is something that you're going to need. So I let them know you are going to be taking a test on this story, and everything that we're discussing and talking about and highlighting and annotating are things that are going to help you. And I'm hoping that maybe just kind of being more conscientious of reminding them of that will help to inspire them to look at their notes when they need to. Because we have a lot of kids that are taking notes, and I mean taking copious notes, but then not using the notes. So that's what's going on there. But also I'm very confused by these piles that I have in front of me. So it turns out I can't talk to you right now because I'm so confused that this one I cannot multitask. So I'll be right back when I figure this mess out. Okay, I got that confusion figured out. There were piles intermixed with piles they shouldn't have been intermixed with. So I think I was rehashing the day, but all in all, the day went exactly as planned. I think I was also saying that I think I just need to be better at explicitly and regularly reminding kids, like, I'm not up here just running my mouth for the sound of my own voice, but like, we're doing these things because you're gonna need it in one way, shape, or form in the very near future. And in some cases, maybe, no, actually, in the very near future for the most part. So we'll see if that helps. I'm also gonna try and incorporate some picture books with some lessons that go with the story to see if that helps, because I just don't know. But the day went smooth. I got some grades entered just now. I still have quite a bit more to go. My grades have to be finalized on Tuesday. So the trimester ends Friday. Oh gosh, but we have until Tuesday, usually at 4, to finalize grades. And so my goal is to work on things little by little so that I'm not stressing myself out on the day that they're actually due. And today I just wanted to try and get some of the stuff, I'm gonna put you in the windowsill, some of the stuff that was actually already graded into the computer. And I always tell my kids around this time, like, let's not panic yet. Some of you probably should panic because the grade you're seeing is very close to the grade that it's going to be, but others of you don't panic because there are great things that are graded and I just have to enter them into the system. So let's try and refrain from sending me frantic emails because it may not be the time to be frantic yet. And you know, try and calm their nerves that way. But that's what's up. I'm about to go home, like I said, to walk the dogs, and I think I'm gonna try and edit this vlog. So I'm trying to do that. Try and, you know, interact with you guys a little bit more regularly and less sporadically, because I do enjoy it, and I just have to find a system. And then I'm gonna see what I decide to do after that. There's a couple things I would like to do for leadership, but I don't have to do it today. I know I need to make the agenda for tomorrow's class because tomorrow is a committee day. We are right in the middle of selling boograms, and so far, that is, oh my gosh, I have this colonial fair outfit that I need to take home. So far, that is going well. So, one of the things the committees are going to need to do tomorrow is put together the boograms that we have sold. We sell them at lunch. For those of you that are curious, we are selling them for $1. The boograms look like this. I'm going to try and make sure no names are showing. Yeah, the boogram looks like this, and then we're just putting a little piece of Laffy Taffy on the back. And we've done pretty well. We started selling them last Wednesday. So we have them sold at 6th, 7th, and 8th grade leadership. Lord have mercy, what are all these papers in here? They're papers to grade. But, oh, I know what I do have to do. I have to look in this tonight to figure out how I want to use that for my UA class tomorrow. Speaking of which, I know that this week, and this is the other reason why I wanted to upload today, I know that this week I will be sharing a post on my Instagram account where I will be able to give away a 1-year subscription to Scholastic Magazines Plus to a very lucky winner. So there's gonna be a post that I put up in the next couple of days that has some very specific guidelines that you need to follow, but they're very easy to follow guidelines. And one lucky winner will be drawn by the people at Scholastic Magazines. And if they draw your name, you will get a free year's subscription, including the digital resources to the magazine of your choice. Because remember, they have magazines from as young as pre-K all the way up to 12th grade. And I have enjoyed and been very thankful to have this in my classroom. We did our structured academic debates last week, and those went really well. So I'm happy. So I think this is definitely something I want to continue to have in my classroom from year to year. And if you've never used it, I definitely highly recommend you at least try and get yourself a free subscription through that giveaway, because you really have nothing to lose. Like, you won't regret it. It's not going to make your life any harder, but it will definitely make your life a little easier. So I'm going to put this camera down right now because I'm trying to sort piles one-handed because you're in my other hand. And I'm going to walk out this door and go home before the sun goes down. And yeah, but this is the pile of paper that I need to still enter. It was much larger than that. I need to grade those posters, and this is what my desk is looking like when I leave. Not too bad, but it could be better. So I will see you later. I'll probably close it out when I get home. Okay, I'm home now. It's a little after 6:30. It's actually closer to 7 than it is to 6:30. I did walk the dogs, and as I was getting home, it was pretty dark, so there's that. Speaking of dogs, new development with little Miss Luna Sky. She no longer is wearing her cone. Luna, look at the camera, honey. Luna. Luna Sky. Okay, there she goes. Luna has discovered that she can jump from here to there. And not only that, because when she did that the first time, I moved the ottoman so she couldn't jump, and she has since then realized, oh, I don't even need the ottoman because I can just jump up on the bed with my little energetic puppy legs if I want to. And that's her new developmental milestone. I don't want her on my bed. I did, if you've been watching for a long time, when I had Genesis, she was allowed to lay on the bed with me because she was clean. She was my only dog. She was an indoor dog. But I definitely don't want Woofy on the bed. And it's like, if Woofy can't get on the bed, then I don't want Luna up there, because we wouldn't want Woofy to feel left out and mistreated. So we're trying to break that habit with her. But we're home. I'm just getting ready to iron my clothes for tomorrow. I'm going to wear this dress and probably a jean jacket and some sandals. It's going to be 80-something degrees. There's Woofy. It is fall, and I'm trying to usher in like a little bit more fall weather, but it's just not happening here in Southern California. So I'm going to wear dresses until I can't anymore to conserve my colder weather outfits. So I'm just gonna end the vlog here. That is it. I feel like today was kind of a little spotty, not a lot going on, but hopefully you enjoyed it. That's just kind of what it looks like when you just do a case in point. Ma'am, ma'am. And she knows. At this point, she knows she's not supposed to be. You see that? Because she knows. She knows she's not supposed to be on this bed, but she's doing it anyway. Luna the sky. Okay. So with that being said, we are going to end the vlog here. Right, Luna? And as always, Luna and Wolfie and I hope that you are well. And if you're not well, please be well. And we'll be sure to see you in the next vlog. Wolfie wants to get in there too. Say bye, Wolfie. There he is. Bye.